Welcome to the Late IHP show with Maria, your 5D mystic, chit-chatting about personal development, self-help, and how we can do thoughts and emotions easily when you choose your inner world. So how to be yourself and the inner growth mindset, as well as just tapping into your infinite higher human conscious potential experience. I am a mystic, as I mentioned. I'm also a functional adult, and I'm attachment trauma informed. And so those aspects help me to use words that are going to effectively, maybe, if I can spit out the words, effectively share with you how for some of us it's easy to use our emotional window welcome, others not. We build a community of people who want to be emotionally aware so that we can hold room always, not just sometimes, for all people. And spirituality and sciences come together like this. So I'm a tarot reader, Akashic record reader, and I also am a Reiki practitioner. We have groups of people that don't like us. Leave it alone is what I say. For my solo poly, come on over. There are those who don't know that the securely attached polyamory person is not a masochist, that we're a sharonist, meaning we have compersion, and we don't like to give people labels. No. So 1, 2, 3, no, it's relationship anarchy, because how dare you put a price on a person? They're all priceless, all of us are. Okay, so while some people believe in sacrifice, others of us don't. We believe in the power of our human being brain. In fact, some people, again, think that we overestimate the usage of your brain. I don't agree, because I'm not the smartest person in the world, and I can figure out concepts and explain them, and that's what I'm going to do. So for me, as a teenager, I already knew that my emotions were not irrefutable facts. I don't know about you, but no matter how powerful of an emotion, it doesn't feel like it's an irrefutable fact. I'm like, how many people actually don't notice the difference between their emotions and thoughts, and that their emotions are causing? But apparently there's a bunch of people, according to studies. So what I'm thinking is, I'm a twin. I began life without being alone. Shared a mother, so my mother is my primary caregiver, which is why no primal attachment panic with my polyamory lifestyle, none of that. Twin flames, in fact, no saga, no drama, and emotions not hard. So this is where your host is coming from. And when I think of the fact that people don't know that we think and feel differently, I'm like, oh wait, is it because I'm bicultural? Is that it? Okay, so with my background, I'm guessing that made me determined. But I had the free will to choose to not be kind when people were unkind to me. Yeah, I had the choice to say to someone, if I wanted to, that they were evil and a scumbag and stuff like that, but I didn't. I actually grew more and more to where I'm here today, more of who I always have been, by the way. Okay, so when you don't break away from consciousness, pure consciousness is unconditional love. I learned all of this from Jesus, how to forgive and to, believe, and God taught me to be humble. So I now have to use different words because I'm not welcomed by all people, but I know that people of true faith, they know that we're one big ball of energy, because I got taught that we're brothers and sisters. I got taught about the Holy Spirit. I got taught about love. I got taught about how faith is that invisible thing that mystics believe in. But see, I've gone beyond the spirituality soul age group. I'm in the enlightenment soul age group. So it's not just a concept, and dark matter, dark energy, I know all about it. And so tapping into the infinite sphere of consciousness and intelligence, and really it's the essence of love in life. So I will be bringing to you a lot of different words. They're not meant to be used as labels, and today I'm using 2 words. Tomorrow I might use 3, and I use them differently. That's the beauty of being in the enlightenment soul age group. We paint a canvas, and then tomorrow the canvas will look different, and I can explain it again if you ask me, because that's I love my brain. So I love to use it. And if you say, I think that's wrong, I'll say, well, I'm not trying to be right. You can share with me what you think. I'm happy to hear you. If you're going to interrupt me like I've been interrupted, I'm going to be happy to hear you too, because that's what I got used to having people do, is interrupt me while I'm talking, not let me get to the end. Some people get irritated, and that's okay. Okay, so here's where, again, emotions. They don't feel like facts to me. They feel like feelings, and that's where I will know how a 3-year-old knows to share the floor. Okay, so here's where being yourself. Powerful emotions, I've had them. So determined, let me use that because I have a story. I got disowned by my twin when I was 8. And I still remember I believed her. So that's what this person must be talking about. Powerful emotions that they feel like irrefutable facts. Because I literally remember that night believing that I had been disowned completely and that I was no longer a person who had a sister. And I saw her pack her bags, and because we were fighting about some toy. And she packed her bags and left, and I went crying to my mother. I don't remember that part, but I do remember that I saw her leave and I believed her. That was so our memory stays imprinted in feeling form, because we can remember the details in different ways. But I know that my mother explained to me, and she was in the room, so I understood that was not true. So my feelings and what I thought, which was true, was not. So that must be why, for me, at my age of 44, moving forward, actually, after that year of 8 years of age, it was, okay, it's not a truth. Okay? So when people instead come to me with their clairs, which they have, and they tell me that they're being controlled by their twin flame or twin flames or some energy vampire or somebody put a curse on them, and I'm like, okay, look, I know about the 4D plane, so I know about the unconscious, and I know that no matter what I say, it doesn't matter. What matters is what your belief is, not what I speak to you. So as a person who is a mystic, what I will share with you is you have 2 options. One option is and I give the empowered version. The other option is I have plenty of people in our sphere that can support you if you notice that you still feel the way that you just expressed to me. And what happens typically is people reject completely the notion of this plane, which makes sense because, this is where I remember learning how it's silly to not walk underneath a ladder because it's going to bring you bad luck. Like it's silly to think that a poor black cat crossing the street is going to have some accident happen. And so, again, there's areas where people contradict, in my personal view, and they could notice it, but they don't. They also journey. So spiritual bypassers, mantles of mental health, mantles of yoga, they will not notice their inconsistencies based on their thoughts and emotions. And the people who do, well, here we are. Okay, so again, emotions, they are not irrefutable facts. And I understand why some groups get really upset at what they're seeing out there, as the neuroscientists, neurobiologists, and all of those who are good mental health professionals explain how behaviors are not to be pathologized. They can be understood, and all people are healable. All of those clusters, including the antisocial personality cluster, which is where we at IHP look forward to welcoming people who are healing. I've seen them, and I am very still upset at seeing so many not good professionals paint a picture, and that's because there's other good professionals who let us know that everybody who chooses to go heal, even malignant narcissists, are healable. Now, we also have those who become influencers who use their pathology. Here, I'm a sociopath, follow me, and don't ever trust us. And it's like, okay, wow, follow me, don't trust us. What do you want? But then again, there's Peter Pans and Pinocchios, and Elsa Journey people. So on that note, we don't do any of that. We know emotions. They will feel, to those who don't know how to be aware of them, as truths. If you're aware of being in a world, you're going to say, my emotions are not truths. My thoughts are not truths. I'm going to get to know a person, and I'm going to get to master my emotional plane with good mental health professionals if I need that. EMDR, child parts work, and trauma, somatics, childhood trauma, and to know that there's a healing journey ahead and nobody's broken. And for secure attachment people, we welcome people because we all can be unconditionally loving, so we don't have sagas or dramas with anyone. Twin flames, soulmates, none of that. We have relationships that build the optimized social engagement system that you and I have as mammalian people. Okay, so reptilian nervous system serves for when we're out in the forest with no body except for 2 of us or 1 of us, okay? That's where it serves. Now, some people like stories. We don't do those types of stories. We do different types of stories. Let's be Pachas, not Cuscos. That's what story we're going to do. So unconditionally loving inner child, adult hearts. Tune in for more and have a great one.